Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 7 of Raft, which originally streamed live on Twitch. Scrap and metal jackpot. I love these small islands. And everything's so shallow that going up for air is easy. There's a little bit more clay. That's sand. I have enough, so it's only useful to really have a few birds' nests at once. And I already have enough, feathers for as many arrows as I really need to make, so I'm probably not going to need feathers again. I'm not going to need to farm for it, at least. Because you get your arrows back when you don't miss, as long as you're relatively accurate and you kill what you shoot at and recover your arrows, arrows become very quickly a resource that you don't need to make a whole lot of, which is nice. Alright, let's get underway. I already see the shark. Gave it a chunk for its patience, and we'll get moving. So to use this, you hold left mouse, and then after the wheel bar is done, it will heal you. But I don't need a heal right now, so I'm not going to waste it. Alright, let's continue with copper and get that receiver going. That will be a good milestone towards progress. Obviously, without the antenna, the receiver alone doesn't really do anything, but at least I can feel like I'm making progress, you know? Sometimes that's enough. Jesus, you guys ate everything. Might be time for the second smelter. I still don't think I have enough wood income to justify it. The second smelter would take up space and it would just go idle almost immediately. Because right now I have 5 wood total, so yeah, I'm gonna stand by that my argument there. Totally don't have the material to bother with that. Not yet. Maybe soon, but not yet. Maybe when the trees up top start yielding. So with the 2 ingots I have so far, let's make a circuit board. So vine goo and the 2 ingots and plastic makes a circuit board. That allows me to figure out how to do things with the circuit board, which unlocks antenna, sprinkler, and receiver. So the sprinkler you fill with water and it will, with battery power, it will water your crops. And then the receiver and the antenna allow you to have sort of a GPS for the story. Where'd I put that shark? I didn't even pick it up. So we're moving. It's slow, but we're moving. How's the trees? Are they choppable? No, they're not. Not yet. I'd be side questing? No, I'm main questing now. I'm doing the story. Or trying to work on it. I will at some point pull the trigger and actually improve the sort of organization here. I know it's awful. But as long as I'm able to produce stuff, you know, it's sort of good enough. But I do have a plan to have it be efficient and nice and all that. At the moment, it's just full steam ahead on story mode, right? So we are going to make the receiver first, which is 2 circuit boards and a hinge. I already have the hinge, so we need to work on the circuit boards. I have the vine goo for that, and I'm just waiting on the copper and the wood. Ooh, that's another big island. I'm not stopping in this one. I learned my lesson with the last one. It really slowed me down. Should have went with my gut and decided not to. Getting a lot of good decorations, though. Firewood rack. Am I gonna crash? Yeah, I'm gonna crash into this island. Unless I start steering. Oh, where'd my hook go? Nope. Alright, I think at this point I'm gonna start ignoring the eggs. I have enough eggs that I'm fine. I don't need to... I can't poke. There we go. That was rude. Bruce loves the corner. So the corners are actually more attractive to the sharks. So there is statistics here where there's a mod that you can install to actually show the attack percent, like where they're likely to attack and all that, because they like to attack things that are like furthest from the center. I think because the AI thinks that the further it is from the center of your boat, the more likely they are to be successful because you have to run further to stop them. So if it seems like a shark favors a corner, it's probably because it does. The sharks really do favor certain corners over others, which allows you to, if you want, to bait them out. Like you could design your boat where you have everything foundation armored, and then you have one spot that you essentially lure the shark. That you lure to the shark to, so that it's more predictable about where it attacks. All right, my shears are dead, but got more wool. Can I make anything with this? No, I don't really have the leather. Well, I'm thinking of it. Let's get some more arrows because I'm very low. So the receiver is 2 circuit boards. I have 1 of 2 now. And after this smelts up, I'll have the other one. And I'm sort of cherry picking the wood out of my collection nets because I don't really care about the rest of the stuff. So you can see the last of the stuff researched is a bee jar and honeycomb. So that's, apart from the story stuff, I'm just about done with the sort of standard stuff that you unlock. And then everything left is story mode. Might be time for the other smelter. Now that I'm adrift at sea and getting a bit of more wood income than I had before. But here we go. We have the second circuit board nearly done. I just need 1 plastic. All right. And a hinge, which is in this box. All right, so here's the receiver, finally, and it is essentially like a computer that will point you in directions of points of interest once it's hooked up to 3 antennae and a battery. So that's what's left. So let me keep smelting the copper so I can make batteries and antennas, and then I'll get another smelter up. I think you guys are right. It's time. I am pushing past the... Yeah, I know. Way past. Haven't even had dinner. Dedication to the craft, you could say. Or not. Alright, 1 second, I have to look at a reference photo. This storage is going. And you can have storage floating like this. Which is pretty handy. I'll organize this stuff later. All these boxes, the boxes that are floating up here, will eventually become blacksmith boxes. You know, smelting boxes only. Once I organize things a bit better, but that'll take me a minute. Alright, so here's the bricks for the smelter, and... be gone. I have no idea where I'm floating. I guess there's another small island. I'm just gonna keep floating. Oh my god, if I'm here, I might as well grab the eggs. So many eggs. All right, so the second smelter, scrap and nails, got it. Wherever they are. Okay. You asked for it, here it is. Smelter number 2. There we are, fully stoked. Now for the organization. I'll start because I'm sure it's driving some of you really head spinning, understandably. Alright, so all things that I think should be next to the blacksmith will go. The bottom, wrong direction. The bottom one here, it's gonna be a dump box still. Until I have, more space. To be abused. Thanks for plugging Discord. My trees up top are probably good to go. Let's use up this axe so I can save space. Yeah, these guys I'm sure have been harvestable for a long time now. Add together. Thanks for catching a live stream, by the way. Oh, shoot. So, with the double smelting that you all requested, I am definitely... Where'd my copper go? I'm definitely going to be needing a whole lot of additional wood, so that's why we have this lovely, convenient tree farm. And then, let's get a battery next, I think. So a battery is 2 scrap. Do I need to research a battery? Yes, I do. So that unlocked some stuff later on. So I need to make yet another battery. So 3 more scrap. So now I can plug in the receiver and show you what it says. Antenna not connected. I mean, I knew it was going to say that, but yeah. So now that's the plan, to get the antenna up and running. Where'd my plastic cup go? There it is. So for the antennas, each antenna is scrap circuit board bolt. So I'm going to focus on the circuit boards, because that's what I'm currently smelting for. So circuit boards are 2 copper, plastic, and goo. So I'm not only going to need the copper, but then I'm going to need to do goo as well. The vine goo. The seaweed to vine goo. Have the munchies. And let's plant the seeds up top, so they get more wood. Because that's one of the biggest bottlenecks of the game, I'd say. Put it out, Bruce. It's not nice. Oh, this poor box is just being abused. A little mix of everything in there. Guys, stop it with the eggs. I'm not taking that much damage. Like egg farmer over here. Alright, I'm down to... I didn't notice when I was down to a spear, but I'm down to 1 lower spear, so I'm gonna need you to make a new one. And I learned how to make a painting. Ooh, I'm very low on my my weaponry stuff. That's not good. I like to keep everything in the same sort of rough order on my bar so that I, in a panic, kind of know what numbers to press to attack, heal, etc. I'm very particular about that. And I'm sure anyone that's ever played like MMOs and things like that do the same exact thing, because if you don't, you're constantly confused about how to attack, how to heal, that kind of thing. All right. There's my Vangu. And circuit board number 1 to become antenna number 1. So the antenna, as now I'll be able to show you, needs to be not immediately adjacent. Oh, hang on. Rudely interrupted. Not immediately adjacent the receiver, or it just won't work. Zephyrath, thanks for the resub. So, and also has to be on the same platform level as well. So I'll demo all that. So when you stick it down like that, it automatically plugs in, as you can see. So if you care about aesthetics, you should also consider that unless you want it to be really, really ugly, you know, be careful about where you place it, because you'll have cables running through your base. Or where'd that crate go that I wanted? I noticed that there was a... Did I grabbed it, didn't I? Or did it go into a catch net? Okay, I digress. So if we go over to the receiver, it will say wrong altitude. See wrong altitude there? It might be small. That's because the antennas need to be on the second floor. They can't be on the first. So I am going to set that up on the second floor. And demo it properly, and then you're going to need all 3. So there's 1 of 3. And it's connected. It's green. So 2 more antennas, and we'll know where to go to for the story. That's what I need. I need circuit boards. 1, 2. There's the last 2 circuit boards, and 2 more antennas, which is 2 bolts and 8 scrap. Which is like the last of my metal. But there's all the antennas I'm going to need. Done. Let's start smelting metal, like, as a flat-out emergency, as I am out. I have no water, which is dumb. Jesus, you guys are little egg makers, aren't you? Holy crap. I can't imagine trying to use that many eggs. Honestly, it's more than I could even possibly consume. He's probably been shear... Yeah, he's shearable. I don't even have shears. I don't even have metal for shears, so forget that. Never mind. Yeah, so let's get... what I'm going to do for now is put the antenna in a impermanent place, just so that I can get to the next story mode. And then... I'll have to build the raft out a little bit more for the permanent place where I want it. Let me look at my drafting. Okay. Draft plans. I almost have a full stack of shark heads. Eggs can be used for cooking as well. As a rule of this series, I have a rule where I'm not allowed to cook things unless I know the recipe. So I've restricted myself a little bit, but yeah, that's what that would be for. So 1, 2, 3, got it. And 1, 2, 3. I'm nearly out of nails again. All right, need to look at a reference photo. 1 second. Oh, the trees are in the way. That's fine. Yes, hard mode can spawn up to 5. It gets pretty hairy. Yeah, it's spicy. All right, so now I have like these little winglets where I can stick other antenna that aren't so close to the original one that they interfere, because they have to be apart from the receiver, and then also apart from one another, forcing you to sort of have a slightly larger footprint of the base. So that's one of them, and I'll work on the other. These trees? Nah, not harvestable yet. All right, and here goes the other. And now, see that blue location there, which is off that direction? That's where I need to head to for the story, which I'm kind of already headed to. So there we go. Head to story location. Rock on. Got some actual measurable progress. Now, there's obviously a way that you could sort of rush the receiver really, really, really early, and that's why before this series started, I had a poll on YouTube about whether or not I rush the receiver or not, and it wasn't voted that I did. It was voted that I like take my time and not rush it like that. So we took the long way, which is totally fine. We'll get there eventually. So we are headed to the first story island. Yes. Yes, indeed. So if you take a look here, we're 1444, 1443. Yeah, we're headed close. It's this blue one here that we're closing in on. Don't keep your thing on all the time because it will drain the battery down. And you do get the ability to recharge batteries later on, but that's a technology that we don't have yet. So conserve power by turning it off. I should probably shear it. But I guess I'll water it. 2 scrap. It's like, do I want metal spears or do I want wool? Having to pick between the two is feels bad. Where is my wall anyway? There it is. And I'll end the stream when I get to the first story island. Like after I do the first story island. He finally got there point. Slow, but I'm on hard and I haven't died, so... Gotta be some measure of success, right? Alright, the other thing I could do is to start putting in more storage. And organization, which would be most terrific, I think you all would agree. So what I'm going to do here is create signs, which are, oh boy, I'm out of wood, which are apparently beyond my capacity to pay for. I'll probably stop smelting for a bit once those ingots smelt, so that I don't burn through my my inventory. But so the signs here, the purpose of the signs is so that I can label the boxes that are going to be attached. So I'll show you that in a minute. And that way I have nice, clean organization and know where everything is and can access it quickly. I've been really lucky on sharks. I've not been getting swarmed. I had a few moments where I had like 3 of them, but that came and gone pretty quickly. Actually kind of makes me a little sad. Alright, let's check our progress to the island. 1-1-1-1, just about. I could make a safe bed now, too. I could. I don't think I need to. I'm not really in a risk of dying. Short of, like, catastrophic personal failure, right? I don't foresee that happening. This is an argument to be planned for the worst and hope for the best, but it's on a low priority of things to do. I don't think I'm going to need rescue. Let's move this box to its permanent resting location. What can stack here? Nothing. This bottom box, yeah. You are welcome for the long stream. I'm happy to do it. Won't always have time. So here we will do leaves, rope, and what else do we have a lot of? Feathers. And now we can have a spot for things. Leaves, ropes, and feathers. So I go around to every box and make sure that I got all the leaves, ropes, and feathers. Cutting down those trees allow me to make a few more, smelt a little bit more. Okay, let's make another box. 3 scrap, 4 rope. So 3 scrap, and I know where the rope is now. 4 rope, and 1 hinge. Oh, I put the hinge away, didn't I? That's not how that works. And in this box, we'll do plastic. Seaweed and vine goo. So we'll have spots for things. So plastic. And this way, I can also get a very, very quick inventory of what I'm low on at a glance. Just open it up and be like, oh, I'm low on vine goo and seaweed. And I need another label. And another label. Oh, excuse you. Could you move? Alright, sorry, smelter. We're gonna be a catch-all for a second. And I can even eat some of this stuff. Yeah, it's a neat little design. I think. It keeps things off the floor so that you're not tripping over it, which I think is very good. Wood. Seeds. Wooden seeds. All seeds. It's gonna be a lot of stuff. So there's... Where is the original little... Did I get rid of that micro box? Oh, no, it's right here. Quit it! I'm organizing! I have a lot of watermelon seeds, huh? And wood was going in there as well. Oh, I have an entire stack of seeds down here. There are more seeds that I just haven't found. There's also an argument to be made that the potatoes and the beets are seeds because you can plant them, so I'll put them in there as well. They're also a food item, but I don't have a kitchen yet, so we'll treat them as seeds for now. And I think I'm just gonna do another box. So that would be a hinge. And 3 scrap. And rope. There we are. Okay. Tools, heads, and something else. I'll figure it out. We'll do soils. Clay, sand, or soil. There's a character limit. Heads and soils. I'll just call it soils as a catch-all. So sand, plastic goes in there. So this is tools. Technically the bottle's a tool, sort of. getting dark. And I will eventually have like a proper kitchen for all the food storage. So here's some tools. And I have a lot of heads as well. Do I need wood storage? I will eventually need wood storage. It may be hard to believe, but it will eventually become a bottleneck. Or like something I have an abundance of. So tools, head. All right. This little box here, I'm going to probably move to a more convenient location, and I can just stick blueprints in here. I don't even need to label it. And I'll probably move the radio as well. I'm going to put this thing underneath the staircase. Because I never really need to access these recipes, or barely ever. So here's some soils. And nails goes in there. Tools and soils. Oh, the explosive launcher is a tool. Okay, cool. Good so far. Let's check how distant I am. I should be getting close. Oh yeah, it's kind of that way. So let's re-angle the sails to match where I need to head. I haven't forgotten about that. And I obviously can walk around a lot more easily around the outskirts of my raft now that I've pulled up a lot of the things I was tripping on, right? For now, I think I'm going to want a catch-all box that's just like an other box for the things I just don't know where they could go yet. So let's get one of those. And I'll probably make 2 of them. Loading Circle of Doom. Uh-oh. Twitch being bad? Alright, so what do I have a lot left of that, that I can put in its proper sort? I'll just do foods. I'll try to get that box off the ground. Foods. Which is going to be this thing here. And speaking of foods, I am going to need to consume some. And for now, other. Eventually, I'll have everything sorted. Scrap. Ingots. Much better, right? Leaves. I like to keep some wood on me so I can repair stuff, but I can put some of this wood away. It's nice to have wood stored, just in case, like, if it's all on your person, you can get into a pitfall where you die and there's, like, nothing that you can do because you don't have any wood to build anything. So it's a bad position to be in. How do you guys like that? So where's my cup? That'd be in tools, right? No, straight up, where is my cup? Did I drop it somewhere? Stupid. It's in food? Oh, thank you. Yeah, there it is. I don't know why I put that in there. I should be getting pretty close to... Oh, there it is! There it is! I can see it on the horizon. Yeehaw! Alright, let's point at it a little bit better. And you'll see it's on the radar map too, right? 196 meters away, straight ahead. Land ho! I am very stoked. And now I'll be able to stay very nice and tidy with even this starting organization, so that everything has its right place, and when I collect it all, I know where it goes. The wood income is great too. I'm liking the collection. Buckets. I need an axe. That would be in tools. So much better, right? So much better. So when I edit for YouTube, the cliffhangers are just because I run out of time, right? Like I try to keep my episodes under an hour so that I can schedule them and they don't overlap. So any cliffhangers that I hit you with, I never really mean to if I can help it, but sometimes it just cannot be helped. But no, I won't cliffhanger you here. I have the option now. Scrap, 1 bolt, and 2 more ropes. Hello, Story Island. Who's hyped for this? I want to see some hype emotes. Finally, right? Like, it's been so long. It's been so arduous. I've killed so many sharks. So many dang sharks. I'm almost there. Let's get these palms replanted, and then I'll make landfall. So one of the huge advantages of these islands, as you will very shortly find out for yourself, is they're pretty good for resources too. They're really not bad in order to like re-up your scrap and plastics, the things that you tend to be sort of bottlenecked on. It does have in pseudo abundance. Oh, I'm not really pointing at it. Okay, I might need to... I'm just going to anchor here because the wind is not with me. Alright, here we go. Explore the story... building structure. It's kind of like an oil derrick or an oil rig a little bit, but it's not, so. Where did my cooked shark go? Probably in foods, right? No, not in foods. Where is it? I misplaced that again. Why do I keep misplacing stuff that I shouldn't be misplacing? Here it is. That stays with me. All right, let's make landfall? So here we are on the first story island. We'll go ahead and explore it all. And it actually brings me to something else. So I neglected this so much long ago, but here is the story journal. You hit T. Your raft is your home. Your hook is your friend. If your raft breaks, patch it up. If your hook is lost, make another. If you find the big blue stretching out forever, that means you aren't paying attention. There is nothing you can't make if you have the right salvage. Follow any radio frequencies. It is still broadcasting. It's above water. Others have come before you. More come after you. Be sure to mark the way. The world is gone, but its stories remain. Gather as many as you can. And for Pete's sake, watch out for sharks. So here's my first note. I don't think I'm going to read it all. It's kind of a wall of text. I don't know. I feel like the story is very easy to... You can always pause. I'll read it. January. I wish I knew where we were. That we had some place we could point to, except that radio tower out in the distance. 12, 16, and 8 failed today after 3 days of testing. 16's core burned so hard and fast, it ate right through the wet well. Its payload sank into the ocean, hot enough to burn for 100 years. Sparrow checked the radiation levels, what's being let out with every last test. They said they're going to use those in shelters. We can fix this, she said. The craziest part is, we agreed. Us 4 overworked, exhausted pencil necks, we would save the world. What would be left of it, anyway? Let me eat something in-game. Because, unfortunately for me, my hunger and thirst do not stop when I am reading. So February. Turns out, Ren blew the whistle on us and made the people in charge mad. They must have known we were stalling, working on 12 and 24. Those things let out so much radiation they burned green, for God's sake. Except they took them away. Sure, Owl and I put up a fight, and they just shoved us around. Those bunch of jocks. Took Sparrow and Reactor 8 with them, too, after all. Ren knew that she was the only one with the smarts to keep them working. They left us on the reactor testing platform, then blew the foundations. The water's been slowly rising. Owl thinks we should go after them. I wish I didn't agree with him. The story here will make more sense as more is revealed. But you're essentially reading about the post-apocalyptic. Robbie boat's gone. Bruce is after me. Bruce is the shark. Caught a shark, named him Bruce. I got you, Bruce. And get my scrap. Alright, so let's start exploring vertically. A crate with a metal spear and ingots and coconut chicken recipe? Ooh. Yes. Why, yes. A brand new spear is just a wonderful thing to find. That is a lot of things go into a spear, you know? Here's a new note. 8 Jan, distress call received. Trace? 9 Jan, established rapport. Language unknown. Melee? Get Tarragon. 2nd of February, comms dead. Gunshot in distance. Tangaroa. 4 Feb, someone speaking melee. Too fast to make out. Coda. Junkar, Kota, Junkar. 6th of March. Tarragon found dry place. Leaving. Water's rising and we're short a couple places. I am sorry. 8 March. Mike, if you're reading this, head for Balboa. It's still above water. There are supplies in the pantry. So they're talking about dry land that they've found. The water is rising, and there's not a lot of land left. A salmon recipe. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go up again. I've been on there, so let's go this way. It's kind of like Waterworld, yeah. Yeah. Look at my happy little boat. Well, crew quarter, nothing in there. I wish I could power one of these on my boat, huh? Rip that off and use it. I don't know, it looks pretty cool. Looks decent from a distance. Alright, here we go. People. 8912. That is the radio signal for the next location. Wow, a lot more beautiful stuff. Another note. If you can understand what you're reading, this isn't the end. We gunned the engine as hard as fast as we could, but I think it burned out. We barely made it to the radio tower. Al says the boat's useless, but I can fix it. They're probably way ahead of us, but I think they're headed for Celine. I just want to leave this place I just want to leave this someplace anyone might find it. We didn't cause this, but damn will... Wow, I cannot read today. But we damn well helped it along, and by God, we're going to try to fix this. We're going to get there, and we're going to shut down 12 and 14, and we're going to get Sparrow back, and then maybe I will ask her out, and she won't look at me like I'm crazy this time. Al found my notepad, but I got it back. I need to hide it better next time. This marker makes it really hard to erase stuff, but we will get her back. We have to. And then on the floor is a blueprint for a headlight. So I can go back to my research bench and learn how to make a headlamp. So that is about all that there is on this little island. This one isn't as sexy as the other ones. Did they get better? Uh-oh. Okay, you get that nibble. You get that nibble. No more nibbles for you. And that is the stuff to find on island number 1. And let me get to put everything away and learn the headlamp blueprint before calling it. Hey, you, stop it. It already bit me once. So, a bunch of smeltables. That's glass that belongs somewhere else. A spear, which would be a tool. Recipes, but I'm going to fill the box, so it's going to go into the other. Let's put the blueprints elsewhere. Some blueprints. We've got vine goo. Oh, don't fall in the anchor hole. Vine goo and plastic. It's all sorted. And then if I go to my research table, here is the headlight. Useful when exploring dark places. Thank you for tuning in to Raft, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 9th. If you have any questions or feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching, and thank you to all my Twitch subscribers and Patreon patrons for supporting the channel. I truly appreciate it. Farewell, everybody.